Hello. I just decided out of the blue that I wanted to do a little vinyl collection, but not actually a vinyl collection, just vinyls I bought in the last 2 weeks. I have giant zit on my face, which is bothering me. Just try to ignore it. That's what I'm trying to do. Failing though. Anyways, so I thought I would just show you the vinyls I most recently purchased. Let me say this is not even like a little bit of the amount of vinyls I have. I have a lot of vinyls. Now, I wish I had more, but I have about 70. So if anybody wants a like full vinyl haul tour, even though I don't know if anyone other than me has ever watched my videos, that's okay though. Let's get on with it. Yes? Okay. So the first vinyl, and these are not in any particular order, which maybe would have made more sense, but it's okay, that I got was My Chemical Romance. I actually got this one today, like an hour ago. I love this album, and I'm actually seeing My Chemical Romance in concert in September, which I'm super excited about. This is a great album. I have it on my record player right now, which is why it's so flimsy, but 10 out of 10 album, classic emo. I would argue one of the most, if not the most influential album for the emo movement. Now, this is the vinyl, and this is the vinyl that everyone has, even if they don't listen to Nirvana, or even if they don't have a record player. I feel like everyone owns this vinyl, but I had to join them because it's a good album. I actually do listen to Nirvana, like, actually listen to them. I don't even think this is their best album. I like In Utero more, but that's just my personal opinion. But I do actually love this album, and I love Nirvana, and just because they're popular doesn't mean they're bad. I shouldn't have to say that, but I know people are going to be weird about it, so. Now this album, I saw it at Barnes & Noble. I wasn't planning on getting a vinyl. I never do. I just always see them, and I'm like, I have to buy this. I cannot resist buying a vinyl, okay? I just can't. This is my favorite Pink Floyd album, Animals. I just love it. I think all the songs in it are gorgeous, even though there's only 5, but I love how long all of them are. It's just good, okay? Like, it's Pink Floyd, you know it's good, right? I love Pigs on the Wing. I think my favorite is Dogs, but they're all like so good and so different that you can't really choose one, you know what I mean? Okay. This one's also incredibly exciting to me. This is Muse, Origins of Symmetry, right? Yeah, okay. I'm bad at Origin of Symmetry. I'm really bad at like album names. I absolutely love Muse. Muse is my muse. I love Muse. I love the theatrical rock music, if that makes sense. Like, I just love it. It reminds me of like theater nerds if they made a rock band, and I love it. I love Muse. I love how different every single one of their album is like from the other. If you listen to Muse, you know what I mean. If you hear a song by Muse just like randomly, you're gonna know what album it is, like without even having to think about it, because all of their albums are so different from each other. This is my personal favorite of their albums though. And this is the remix of it, so like it's slightly different, but it's still all the same songs, and I can never find Muse vinyls anywhere. I got this one in Germany as well. Well, not as well, I never said that before. I got this one in Germany along with another one that I'm about to show you, which is actually the last one. Very sad. Megalonomia is like such a good song. It's just amazing. And Newborn too, like the first and last songs on that album are just beautiful. I love them so much. And this is one of my all-time favorite metal albums coming up next. Now, I just want to say System of a Down is very hard to find like in vinyl stores. If you go to a vinyl store, you know, like an actual vinyl store, you might have your luck finding them, but probably not in this album because it's, in my opinion, the best. But this would be, I hope I can't get in. Anyways, I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, especially in whose car? I might just have to talk over it. Okay, whatever, fuck it. I'm just gonna talk over the noise. I was super excited to see this album, especially in like a random German vinyl shop, because I just never expected to find something that unique there. I actually found this one and the Muse one there, which was incredibly exciting to me because those are 2 vinyls. Like, if you go to Barnes & Noble, right, or Walmart, or something like that, you know? Like, a place that sells vinyls but isn't, like, a vinyl store, you're not gonna find System of a Down or Muse. Now, you could probably find Nirvana. You could probably find Pink Floyd, but probably not the Animals album. You could probably find Brick on the Wall or Dark Side of the Moon, but that's, like, one of the most popular albums just of all time in general, so, like, obviously you're gonna be able to find that. And you're gonna be able to find Nirvana, probably. But System of a Down, probably not. So finding them was incredibly exciting to me. And I just love System of a Down. I love the way they mix, like, just, like normal metal music, you know, with, how do I explain this? They don't just, and, like, there's nothing wrong with metal music that is just straight up metal music, but I love the, like, breaks they have, like, from metal, where they go into those, like, singing parts where there's, like, the 4-part harmonies. You know, if you listen to System of a Down, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? It's just beautiful. Like, their music is beautiful, but it's also, like, metal still, so I love it. It's one of my favorite genres of music. So, this was just amazing. I was so happy. I think System of a Down is one of the greatest metal bands of all time. And you know what I love about System of a Down? Is that, and this might sound kind of weird, but I love that they stopped making music. Since they did that, they didn't risk making an album that was just an absolute flop, right? They didn't come back like 20 years later with some stupid album that everyone hates and now their discography is never going to be the same. They have a beautiful, perfect discography with, like, enough songs that you can listen to every single one of their songs and, like, actually know all their songs, if that makes sense. Some artists just have so many songs, it's overwhelming. You know, like, you want to listen to all their music, but there's so much. But System of a Down is not like that. All their songs are good. They're all hits. A good example of a band that has just gone downhill because they just won't stop making music is 21 Pilots.
Now, I love 21 Pilots. I will always love them. They have a special place in my heart. They're the first band that I listened to when I had the choice to listen to my own music, so I will always love them for that. But, listen, Scaled and Icy is not good, okay? I'm sorry. It's just not. There's a few songs in there that are good, but they could have been better. I think that the way it was produced makes it too... It makes it too, like, retail, if that makes sense. Like, it just sounds like music you would hear, and I think someone said this before. This isn't my original thought. It sounds like music you would hear in, like, an Old Navy or something. Choker is a good song. I think I do like Choker. The other one, that's not bad. Oh, No Chances. I love Choker, No Chances. Now, are they in my top 10 21 Pilot songs, even in my top 20? Absolutely not. In my personal opinion, the best 21 Pilots album was their self-titled one, but that could also be coming from personal bias because the first song I ever heard by them was on that album, and for me, I love raw music, if that makes sense. I love music that just sounds like you can hear that, like, an actual human made it and it wasn't overproduced, which is, in my opinion, the problem with their most recent album, Scaled and Icy. I think that their technical best album, and I think most people agree with this, was probably Trench. Now, everybody has their own personal favorite album, but I think that overall, from an objective standpoint, Trench is definitely their best. Which is why it's so sad that they went from Trench to Scaled and Icy. It just made me so depressed.
Like, so depressed. And I could talk all day about 21 Pilots. But the whole point of that spiel was that I'm so happy that System of a Down did not do that. Because now if you tell someone, I love System of a Down, and they just go listen to System of a Down because you told them that, they're not gonna hear some weird song that they just made, and then you have to tell them, like, oh, but not that part of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like I have to do with 21 Pilots. Like, if I tell someone, oh, I love 21 Pilots, I have to tell them, but not their new album. You know? That's sad, and it makes me embarrassed, and it makes me feel bad. So, what I'm saying is, I love System of a Down. So, that is my June vinyl haul, and I might have bought another one. I think this is all of them, though. I actually bought a lot of vinyls this month, which makes me happy, even though I am not doing very well financially. I probably spent about $200 on all these. That's a lot. Which makes me think about, like, how much all my vinyls probably are. I think 5 vinyls in, like, 3 weeks.